What's up everyone, welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max and today we are taking a look at this Mercedes-Benz CLS 400d 4MATIC with an AMG line package. It's diamond white, very white. We have 20-inch AMG wheels, some AMG bumpers, and of course the new design of Mercedes with the shark nose front, 20-inch AMG wheels, as I said, very high doors, very low windows, so very CLS recognizable, of course. And they sort of went back to the first CLS with this car, because the second generation was a bit more angular and had a lot more lines. This is a lot more swooping again, like the first generation. So this is the third generation. The rear end is something that people disagree over a lot. Is it nice? Isn't it? I know, yeah, I don't know. It's a matter of taste, I think. And well, we already made a review with this CLS generation with the 450 petrol version. So if you want to check that out, click up here to find out everything that's new about this generation CLS. Today we're going to talk about the drivetrain and whether or not you should buy one. I think, especially from the front and from the side, I think it looks really cool. I'm not so sure about the rear end. All right, interior wise, we have a lot of carbon fiber, which is also part of an AMG pack. So the entire center console, on the dash, on the doors. We have these seats which are especially designed for the CLS. They look kind of cool with those lines going from top to bottom. Start it up. Very quiet engine, this. It's the new 2.9 liter inline 6 diesel engine by Mercedes, and it is a peach. We drove it in the S-Class already, and well, we absolutely loved it in that car. It fits the S-Class very well, of course. It's very quiet but still quite fast. So I'm really curious to see how it performs in this car, which is even lighter and has the same power output, 340 horsepower and 700 newton meters. And we have a 9G-tronic 9-speed automatic gearbox, which, you know, that combination is truly incredible, and you'll find out why right now. It is so smooth, so quiet. It just fits this car really well, and you know, it's even quite sporty if you want it to be. The drivetrain, that is. The CLS itself is all about comfort, of course. So you can ride the wave of torque and it will still be very quiet, very comfortable. You can also get air suspension on this car. I'm going to turn on the air conditioning because it is scorching hot out today. Just lower it a bit. All right. What else? Well, we have a sort of an espresso brown leather as well, and a light headliner, which, you know, I really do miss the sunroof up here. But other than that, I think interior wise this is a nice spec, and it is a very nice car to be in. So this drivetrain, why is it so special? Why do I like it so much? Well, there are a couple of reasons for my liking of this drivetrain. First, it is super quiet and it's a diesel. So when you walk around the car when it's at idle, so when it's on, you actually hear that it's a diesel and it's not that pleasant. But once you get inside, that completely disappears and you don't hear anything. And when you start driving it, it sounds really smooth. It sounds like, you know, like a 6-cylinder. It's only when you really start flooring it, you really hear that it's a diesel, but you'll hear that when we get to the Autobahn in a couple of minutes. But when you drive it, you know, regularly around town on these roads, it is so quiet, and that is a really good thing, because a diesel engine that's not quiet enough can get really tiresome. So that's one. The second reason is the fact that they went from a V6, the 350d, to a inline 6, the 400d. And up until recently, you could only get this engine in a CLS or an S-Class, so not in an E-Class. So that would have been one reason to go for a CLS instead of an E-Class, you know, apart from the looks. But you can get this engine in the E-Class now as well. But I think that an inline 6 engine is so cool. It's so smooth. It sounds better as well than a V6. And so that's the second reason. The third reason is the fact that, you know, they went through great lengths to make this engine this good. It's an aluminium block. It has steel pistons, and it has a special nano slide coating inside the cylinders. So that means that there are really very few vibrations noticeable. That's also why it's so quiet, why it's so smooth. It's truly one of the best engines you can get right now, and it might even be the best non-AMG engines at Mercedes right now. It's that good. Alright, well, this is the Autobahn. I'll switch to a digital speedometer for you guys, and we'll go to sport mode, sport plus mode even. And we'll get the performance meters, engine data up here. You know, I've told a lot about this system as well, so if you want to know more about the new screens and stuff like that, you can just watch a random Mercedes POV review of the last couple of months. Okay, here we go. So flooring it, you know, still very quiet. This car doesn't have the optional air ride air suspension. But it's still very comfortable, even in Sport Plus mode. And it actually is quite quick. It weighs 1950 kilos, something like that, but this thing moves. And it's the way that it does, it's just so effortless. It's so smooth, and that's why I love this engine so much, because a powerful diesel engine has so much torque that you can drive it really in a very relaxed fashion. You know, you can, like I said, you can ride the wave of torque. And this engine being so quiet, it just means that it all feels so easy. And it also means that you hit the limiter before you know what happened. It's very, very swift. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 5 seconds. Top speed 250 kilometers an hour, 255 on here. And you know, I don't even have to raise my voice. Even at top speed, this engine is so quiet. I mean, I'm super impressed with this engine. And it fits this car really well. You know, we are driving the new 53 AMG drivetrain in a couple of weeks, so I'm also really looking forward to that. You can also get that in this CLS, but for now, this is my favorite, the 400d. Oh, it's delicious. It's probably the best diesel engine out there today. And that 9-speed gearbox also means that you're always in the right gear. You always have that diesel torque available, and it's a fantastic car to cover a lot of distance in a very short time, or over a long time and an even bigger distance, because this thing will eat up the miles. And yeah, I hope that it sort of, you know, comes across that you watching this at home, you can see how easy and how quiet and how quick this car really is. And yeah, that's always difficult, but I think that it's very noticeable. So that's it for this review of the CLS 400d. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right here. You can also check out this POV review, and you can also check out this POV reviews playlist. We've made a lot. Go check it out, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye guys.